What up, people? It's your boy Chig, and you are through to Chig Flicks. Apologies for getting this particular review out so late. I wanted to do it last week, so because somebody said to me, "Can you not do this review straight away?" Because they want to be able to see it and then see my review. So I thought, okay, let me leave it a week, give everybody a chance to have seen it. Now it's been 2 weeks. See, this is what happens when you ask me not to be efficient. I will really take my time with it. So apologies for being as late as this. But I hope you guys are well. Do me a favor, those guys that are watching live, give this thing a little boost real quick by hitting the like button. Set it on its way, just so we can continue growing. I notice the numbers are creeping up, which is great. Let's continue on that upwards trajectory and get those numbers right up. I want to try and in the next couple of months get to 500 subscribers. So I know it's possible. I just need to be more consistent with what I put out there. So I'm going to try and do that. And plus, apart from anything, I enjoy putting. This is my favorite channel. I enjoy putting material out on. I must admit, because Arsenal was a slog. With the combat show, I like to let Ola do things. I think he has the real like passion with it. So if you noticed, I'm really allowing Ola to be the captain of that ship. So with this particular channel, I really want to be the one to drive things. Plus, I think it has the most potential out of the three. So just wait for the changes that are coming because I plan changing on a couple of things like the music and a couple of little bits and bobs with the channel, and obviously being on camera a little bit more. So yeah, all of that is coming. So anyway, I digress. Let me review Loki season 5, 6, and generally how I feel about the show. Um, so the show was building to a crescendo. We knew it was building to the big bad of the program, and wow, did we meet him in Kang the Conqueror? Or well, he wasn't necessarily called Kang. Actually, technically, he wasn't given a name. He was kind of given very cryptic names. Um, or alluded to. Like it wasn't. He basically said that he didn't really like. He kind of devalued names because he's been given so many names over periods of time. You have so many variants that those variants in themselves have their own names, and but the belief is that this is the big bad. This is the Thanos, if you like, of the MCU. Um, and I think he was wonderfully played. I'm trying to find the name of the actor's name because I don't want to butcher his. I want to give him his proper due credit because I thought there were lots of people who had an opinion on the way he played because you can tell. I don't know if this makes sense. Hold on, let me just cast review. I don't know if this makes sense. You can usually tell a theater actor, like a theater trained actor. Does that make sense? Like you can always tell. You can always tell when an actor has that level of acting that is just a little bit above a movie type of standard or an actor, just a Hollywood level. Um, Sorry, let me just get myself a drink because my mouth is parched. Um, oh, that's nice. Like a movie type of actor, or like just someone with a level above where a movie actor is. They're very theatrical. They're very I want to say camp. I want to say very loud in the way they present themselves. And it's just that extra. It's just that bit extra. I mean, in good ways. I mean, in bad ways. But in this particular way, I mean, in a perfect way. I thought he was absolutely fantastic. I just want to give him his credit. And for some flipping reason, why is his name not coming up? Hold on. Sorry. These are things that I should. Like in future, I'm just gonna have popping up on the screen. It ain't gonna even be a Google search thing. It'll just be what? It'll just be a pop-up thing. I want to know something. Give me the answer. Um, 2 6. This is so professional. I know. Flippin' heck, how hard is it to find a cast list these days? Sorry guys, I am still here. It's one of those ones where I should really just timestamp it for people so they can cut this bit out. Okay, so Jonathan Majors. That's his name, I think. Yeah. I'm gonna get his Jonathan Majors. He is the guy in question. And hold on 1 second. Sorry, I completely lost my scribe. Yeah, okay. It is Jonathan Majors. Sorry. Should have been more prepared with that. I don't know why I wasn't. See, this is the difficulty when you're doing a belated review, because then all the kind of information you had 2 weeks ago, you no longer have. But anyway, so yeah, he basically portrayed this guy who has been around for millions and millions of years. Like I said, we believe it's Kang, the Conqueror, and if you've read the comics, you know who Kang is. But they never allude to what his name is. Okay, instead he's referred to as he who remains. And he says that he has a number of names, which one of those is including he who remains. And he talks about how he's the guy who basically controls time, and has put the whole thing together. And the TVA is basically his baby, his illusion, his board, his reason for doing the things that he does. And he portrays the role so well, because he kind of talks about how the reasons why he does it, and they all sound pretty reasonable, but there's this kind of menacing, scary tone to what he does. And he talks about the fact that he has variances. Some variants of his are really good, and some variants of his are really evil, and much worse than he is. Obviously, Sylvie is there to kill the guy that is responsible for basically her suffering, her life suffering, and the fact that her childhood was taken away from her, and the fact that she's been running ever since, and she's there on business. All she wants to do is just kill the person that's responsible, who we now believe is this He Who Remains character. Loki is kind of like us, like, hold on, whoa. Wait a second, right? None of this makes sense. Like, hold on, let's pump the brakes here. There's a lot of information here that we need to take in and really consider. Anyway, he makes these guys an offer. a straight up offer. Right? He basically says, that he knows exactly how everything plays out. Like there's a point where Sylvie tries to kill him, and he dodges it and keeps dodging it because he knows how the script plays out. It's his script, so he knows when Sylvie's going to attack him and when he's not going to attack him. But then he makes these guys an offer. He basically says, for them to kill him, and then they take over. And they take over, and they're the ones that are in charge, and they're the ones that make the decisions about time and how time, and how time plays out. Or they kill him, and what was the other option? Or they kill him. Oh, I completely flipping forgot. Let me see. This is where I would press edit. Okay, yeah. So he's basically talking about the fact that he's grown wary and tired of making the decisions. Because obviously, if for millions of years you've been deciding on people and time and stuff, you are going to be wary. So he basically says that, previously he had to end a multi universal war between variants with regards to time, and he doesn't want to do it again. Sylvie just wants to kill him. Loki, wants to stop him. He basically offers him a choice. He says he's grown wary. He offers him a choice: kill him and risk another multiversal war, or replace him and oversee the TVA. But obviously, if they oversee him, they must not kill him. But Sylvie is too determined. And we've always known that Sylvie basically can kick our Loki's ass. And they have a little showdown, which again was something we knew was eventually going to happen. So they have a minute fight, the two Lokis, just to, because our Loki is desperate to try and get through to her, but she can only see blind rage. So she's fighting our Loki, and then eventually Loki kind of backs her down and says, "Listen. If you want to kill me, but I'm begging you to listen to me." Anyway, they kiss, but then she sends our Loki somewhere, or presumably back to the TVA, or so we think. Anyway, we'll go all the way back to the TVA, and then Loki's trying to get the attention of Owen Wilson's character, trying to bang the door, trying to get his attention, trying to make sure that he pays attention, to the fact that, because they're trying to figure out what's going on from their point of view, because their timeline situation has gone crazy. The branches have gone mad, and they're trying to figure out what's going on their side. Loki is trying to explain to them what's going on until it becomes apparent that, hold on, they don't recognize him. They don't recognize him at all. They don't recognize him as a Loki. They don't recognize him as anything. They're like, "Are you an analyst? Where did you come from? Are you okay?" Loki's like, "What the fuck?" And then he turns around to his left, and where you see the statue previously in previous episodes of those three time variance counselors, you now see a massive statue of what we can only assume is Kang, which is a good cliffhanger to leave it on. And obviously, we know that there's going to be a season 2 of Loki, which I imagine would have moved right on from from that point, because obviously I think we know that there'll probably be at least one more film that will touch on Kang. So that situation may change a little bit by the time the second season of Loki comes about, which you would imagine would be next year. So yes, I know that was a real convoluted, fucked up way. I'm never doing that again. I'm never leaving it that long again, because nothing was fresh in my head. But what did I think, all in all, about the show? I thought it was good. I did think it was good. I saw people overrate the show. I saw people underrate the show. I saw people really felt like they thought more would happen, and there'd be more action, and there'd be more intrigue. Loki is quite a pantomime type of character, so the way I saw it, the show kind of played out the way I expected it to. It was a very kind of, I don't want to say pantomime because that insults it. It was better than a pantomime, but it was a very much a theatre-esque performance. It was exactly how I expected it to be. To be fair, I would have liked more answers. I'd have liked more answers. I don't think we got enough of those. I thought we earned those, and we didn't get enough of those. I think there were a couple of things that didn't make sense. But I'm going to give him credit because in some ways, even though I think I don't know why, Falcon and the Winter Soldier is still my favorite TV show that they've released so far. But in terms of how well made this show was, how well acted this show was, I thought acting wise, they were they were A1. Damn near all of them were A1 in their acting. The way they performed, the material that they were given, and the fact that they had to translate that to make that something that we understood. I thought, generally speaking, they did a good job of that. Yeah, I thought it was a good show. Looking forward to season 2, but yeah, I'm not really sure what else to say. I think it's one of those shows where there's definitely improvements that can be made. Off the top of my head, I'm not sure what at this stage. It could just be the fact that we're so early in the phase 5. What were we, phase 4 timeline, that actually we're not in a position yet where I think this show would be more useful. But let's see what happens. I thought Tom Hiddleston was wonderful in it. I thought Owen Wilson was wonderful in it. I thought their chemistry was the best thing about the show. And yeah, all in all, I think I'd give the whole thing a B. I thought it was a good show. I would definitely recommend watching it. You guys let me know what you think. Leave it in the comments below. Sorry about the smoothness of the review. I'll make sure I won't do that again. I've got a couple of films I want to review as well. I want to do The Forever Purge. I want to review that for you guys. And I want to do Black Widow, because I've got some opinions on that. So I want to review that for you guys as well. So keep a lookout for those. And until next time, take care and peace. God, what's that?